Lauren here. I'm not going to be here for yoga this coming week. I'll be in Melbourne, so I thought I would do a short little yoga stretch and flow video for you guys to do at home. You can do this before bed, when you wake up in the morning, whatever suits you and your routine. I am going to use a pillow today as well. Just give you that extra bit of support and comfort in your practice. So tonight we will begin in our Shavasana. So laying down flat on our backs. If you do have a pillow with you, you might like to place it on the lower spine to rest your back on the pillow. And if you wish, you can extend the legs out long, but I like to have a little bit of a more opening into the hips in my Shavasana. So I draw the heels together, allow the knees to pull out to the sides. Slowly roll back. Allow the body to relax down. Maybe take a hold of your wrists above your head. If you wish, allow the palms to face up, resting them by the sides of your body. Start to close down your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhaling it out. Once again, deep breath in. Exhale it out. Begin to tap into the natural rhythm of your breath. Allow the body to unwind, the mind to be at peace. Let go of any tension in the muscles. With each exhale, allow the muscles to relax that little bit deeper. Start to tap into that Ujjayi breath. That breath, the sound of an ocean. As we inhale through the nose, and exhale out through the nose, creating a sound similar to an ocean wave. And as we tap into the mind, that peacefulness we find, allow that sense of peace to overflow through your body. Start to take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Allow that sense of peacefulness to be a guide for your practice. As you stretch and flow, allow the mind and the body to find balance, peace, a sense of unity. And when you're ready, slowly start to straighten the legs. And start to bend through the knees, hugging the knees in towards your chest. Rocking side to side, massaging the back. And draw the palms out to shoulder height. Allow the knees to fall over to the left side. Maybe use your left hand to draw the knees down towards the side, closer to the mat. Bring your gaze through your right palm as you twist and open up through the back and the chest. Release the hands back to shoulder height. Engage the core, bring the knees back to center. Allow the knees to fall over to the right side. Bring your gaze through your left palm. Maybe again use your right hand to draw the knees down towards the ground. Breathing here as we create space in the back. Gently release the hands, draw the knees back to a tabletop position and place the palms on your hamstrings as you start to roll up the spine, rolling up and down, warming up through the back. Come up all the way into a seated position. If you wish, you might like to sit on your pillow for that little bit of extra support. Start to walk the hands out in front of you. Draw the chest down, draw the forehead down. Breathing into the back, into the chest as you splay out the shoulder blades. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. Gently start to lift through the chest, so walking the hands over to the left side. Draw the chest down, your forehead comes down. And slowly start to walk the hands over to the right side. Allow the chest to fall, the forehead to ground, breathing into the side body. And gently walk those hands back to center, back underneath those shoulders. We're going to place the palms behind the back. Roll back through the shoulders, press into the palms, deep breath in as we lift up through the chest, opening up the shoulder heads. Gazes to the sky, or slightly tucking the chin towards the chest, looking down towards the ground. Breathing into the heart. Slowly bring the chest back to neutral. Place the left hand to the right knee, the right hand comes behind your back, twisting through the body. Bring the hands back to center. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind your back as you twist through the spine. Slowly draw the palms back to center, place the palms down. Going to take a few rounds of cat-cow breaths. Wrists are stacked beneath our shoulders, knees are stacked beneath our hips. On our deep breath in, we're dropping through the belly. Gaze comes forward and slightly up. On our exhale, we're arching through the back. Tuck the chin in towards the chest, actively press away the palms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Moving through the spine, opening up through the heart. Exhale, allowing all that stale air to escape your lungs. Inhale. Draw the shoulders down. Exhale. One last time, deep breath in, make it your longest and your deepest breath. Exhale. back to a neutral spine. I'm going to start to walk the hands out in front of us. Allow the chest to come down, forehead comes down to rest on the mat for our melting heart pose. Actively pressing the palms down. If we can, allow the elbows to rest on the mat. Splaying out the shoulder blades, opening up through the chest and the heart. If we have a fair bit of flexibility in the back, maybe see if you can draw your chin to the mat, opening up a little bit deeper into the upper back and through the shoulders. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And gently start to slide the palms underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in as we reach the right arm high to the sky. On our exhale, draw it through underneath the left shoulder. The right shoulder comes down, the right ear comes down as we look over to the left side. If we can, maybe bring the left hand to our left hip, or if we can, extend the left arm up high to the sky. Opening up through the shoulder blades, twisting through the internal organs. Place the left palm down. Inhale to reach the right arm up. Exhale to place it down. Inhale, left arm comes high. Exhale, thread it through, left shoulder down, left ear comes down. Again, start to twist through the body, look over your right shoulder. And maybe rest the right palm on your right hip. Or extend the right arm high to the sky. You might find one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Just breathing as we create space in the back. Release the right hand down. Inhale to reach the left arm high. Exhale to place it back down. Tuck under the toes, bend our knees. We're sending our hips up into our first downward facing dog. Our feet are hip width apart, our hands are shoulder width apart. We're actively pressing our stomach towards our thighs and maybe start to bend through the knees here. Just pedaling out the feet, creating some stillness through the back, but moving through the legs. Bringing your gaze to your belly button or maybe through to the feet. Making that deep opening through the back and through the legs. Take a deep breath here as you raise your heels off of the mat. On your exhale, draw them down. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale to draw them down. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale to draw them down. Take a small bend through the knees. Look to your hands and tiptoe the feet all the way to the hands. Bring the feet to about hip width distance apart. Allow the neck to hang heavy and take a hold of your elbows with your hands. Swaying side to side, letting go of any tension in the body here. On each exhale, allowing the breath to help release any tension in the back. And slowly start to release the hands. Rolling up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Our head and chin is to come up last. Bring the feet together, big toes to touch.
Take a deep inhale breath, reach the arms up high to the sky. On your exhale, draw the palms through heart center, folding forward. Inhale as we lift the chest, look up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Bend the knees, step back with your right leg into your first low lunge. Opening up through the hips, front knees stacked over the ankle, looking forward. Place the palms down, left leg steps back to meet the right, strong through the core. Wrists beneath those shoulders. If you need to, bring those knees down. Take a full breath here. On your exhale, lowering all the way down, elbows close to the mat. Inhale, lifting through the chest, looking up halfway. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips back. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Take a bend through the knees, look to the hands. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach the arms up high, palms come overhead. Exhale, bring our hands to our heart. Inhale, arms come up high to the sky, palms together. Exhale, heart melts forward, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, step back with your right leg into your low lunge, opening up through the hips. Palms come down, left leg steps back into your plank. Lowering down all the way, chest to the mat. Inhale for our upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, bring it through in between those hands, grounding it down. Left knee comes down, top of the left foot comes down. Reach the arms up high to the sky. On our exhale, we're pressing our hips forward, opening up through the hips. Place the palms down. Peel the left foot off, step forward with your left foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, melting forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, step back with the left leg into your low lunge, opening up through the hips. Palms come down, right leg steps back into your plank. Lowering down all the way, elbows close. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Draw the right knee down, top of the right foot comes down. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale to press the hips forward. Opening up through the hip flexors. Breathing into the back. Palms come down. Peel the right foot off. Take a step forward with the right foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms come up high to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll add on to our flow here, just creating some movement through the body. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms to center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, step back with your right leg into your low lunge. Creating that deep opening through the hips. Step back into your plank, strong through the core. Elbows tight by the sides, lowering down all the way. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between those hands. Release the left knee down, top of the left foot comes down. Start to lift through the chest. We're going to straighten through the right leg, flexing the right toes towards the face. Opening up through the hamstring. If we can, and we've got that flexibility here, see if you can sit all the way down onto the back heel, flexing through the toes, but keeping our hips forward, opening up through the back, through the hamstring and our calf. Otherwise, keep that foot flexing high to the sky, and maybe keep a slight bend through the right knee. Gently place the right foot down. The left palm, place it down. Windmill the right arm up high to the sky, looking through the right palm. Opening up through the back. Now if you can, we're taking a hold of our left toes with the right hand, helping to open up into the hip flexor here. So if you need to, maybe walk that right foot a little bit further away so you're melting into that left hip flexor. And then take a hold of the foot. If this is too strong, that's okay. Might be a little bit cold at home, you might be feeling like it's not happening, and that's okay. Just look over the shoulder, maybe keep that right arm high to the sky. And looking back forward, we're going to walk the right foot out to the side, coming into our lizard pose. Now we can stay here, or maybe if we can, start to walk the hands or the elbows down to the mat. Moving to open up through the hips. If you'd like to challenge yourself here, maybe pick up the left foot, straightening off through the left leg, opening up a little bit deeper into the hips. Breathing here. If it becomes too strong, maybe come back onto the palms. And from here, walking the palms back underneath the shoulders. Going to open up through the right side. Place the right hand on the inside of your right knee. Draw the right knee out to the side and look over your right shoulder. Slowly draw the knee back to center. We're going to take our pigeon. So walk the right foot over to the left side of your mat. Knee comes down, hips are facing forward. We're encouraging the right foot to stay in line with the knee, but this is quite difficult to do, so don't feel bad if you can't do it. I actually can't keep it in line. That's okay, just ensure that the left foot stays in line with the right foot. So it's a nice line along the back of the leg. Keep the hips facing forward. If that right foot draws a little bit closer to the left hip, that's totally fine. We're finding our edge, what works for our body. Start to lift through the chest and slowly start to walk the hands down. Allow the chest to melt down. Breathing into the back, into the hips. Focusing on our stillness here, being mindful, working on embracing the stretch rather than resisting. Slowly start to lift through the chest, walk the hands back. Untuck the left toe, send the right leg back. Shake out the right leg, allowing fresh blood flow through to the right side. Place the right foot down, left leg comes high to the sky. On our exhale, we're bringing it through in between those hands. Right knee comes down, top of the right foot comes down. Straightening through the left leg, flexing the left toes high to the sky. Creating a deep stretch through the hamstring, through the calf. If we can, maybe sit all the way back. If our hips come out of line, keep the hips up high. We're working on flexing the toes, creating a deep stretch through the back of the leg. Melting over the thigh with the chest if we can. Letting go of that tension in the upper body. And start to bend through the left knee. Right hand comes to the center. Reach the left arm high to the sky, opening up through the chest. Bring your gaze through your left palm. As you begin to sink into the right hip flexor, opening up through the hip abductors, your hip flexors, the IT band. And if you can, keep looking over your left shoulder. Start to bend through the right knee. Maybe take a hold of your toes or your foot with your left hand to help open up through the quadricep a little bit deeper. If this is too strong, please come back a step. Be mindful, we are in winter at the moment, so if your muscles aren't quite warm enough, when you're just not finding that it's aligning with you, just breathing, taking it back a notch. Maybe keep that arm extended, looking up high to the sky. Releasing that left hand down. Again, we're going to walk that left foot out to the corner of our mat. Start to walk the palms away from our chest. Maybe come down onto the forearms if we can. You'll find that one side is a lot tighter than the other. For me, my right hip flexor is quite tight. So sometimes it takes a little while to work with the breath and find that space in our hips. And again, if you can, maybe pick up the right foot, straightening off through the right leg, opening up through the hips a little bit deeper. Begin to walk the hands back underneath our shoulders. Bring the left hand to the inside of our left knee. Open up through the chest, bend through the left knee, look over our left shoulder. Hoping to open up into the hip flexor that little bit more. Gently bring the knee back to center. We're walking the left foot over to the right side for our pigeon pose. The left knee comes down, top of the right foot is still down onto the mat. Our hips are facing forward, feet are in line, left toes in line with the right. Lifting through the chest, finding your position. And maybe start to walk the hands forward. And if you can, maybe start to draw the chest down, the forehead comes down. Breathing into the back, into the hips. Being mindful and using the breath here to work into the muscles.
Slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Untuck the right toes, send the left leg back into your downward facing dog. Shake out the left leg, coming back to your downward facing dog. Breathe in here, and then draw the knees down to the ground. Toes come down, walking the palms out into our child's pose. Forehead rests on the mat. And slowly begin to roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Sitting back into our heels. We're going to swing out the legs out in front. Flex through the toes. Inhale to reach the arms up high. Exhale to fold forward. Bring the hands to our feet. Maybe our shins or our calves, just moving through the feet if you wish. Slight bend into the knees if you need to. Allowing the neck to hang heavy. Coming back to center. I'm going to take our cow-faced pose. Now this is quite a fun one. Crossing over the legs, aiming to bring our knees to be stacked on top of each other. Now this may not be available to you, and that's okay. Just go as far as you can, even if you can just work on crossing those legs. Maybe if that means coming to our half cow face pose, so you might want to extend one leg, bring one knee over. Just finding what works for you. Place the hands onto the feet. Inhale, reach the arms high. On our exhale, we're going to release the hands. Bring the left hand, bending through the elbow to the center of our back. Right arm comes up. We're working to take a hold of the fingertips with our hands. If we can't quite reach, maybe use a towel or something that you can hold onto. So you might take a towel, hold each end of the towel to open up through the back. And then if you can, go a little bit deeper. Start to draw the chest forward, opening up through the back into the hips. This is quite a strong pose, and if at any time maybe it's a little bit strong in the back, you can release the hands. Maybe keep the hands onto your feet. Just allow the chest to come forward. Slowly lifting up through the chest, unraveling the right leg, feet come back out, shaking out the toes. Again, going to bend through our knees, this time bring the left leg over the right. And again, maybe keep that right leg flexed or straight if it's a little bit strong. If you're working on creating that full expression of this pose, just taking baby steps to get there. If you can, come with me and bend through also the right knee. We're stacking both knees on top of each other. Keeping the feet in line with each other as much as we can. They're at the sides of our body. Again, reach the arms up high to the sky. On our exhale, draw the hands behind our back. bending through the right elbow, bring the right hand into the center of our back. The left hand comes up above our head and we're working to interlace the hands together. Take a hold of the fingertips, or again use that option to grab a towel or just a t-shirt or something that you can take a hold of and pull against to open up through the back. And if we can, maybe then start to come forward with the chest. Opening up through the back. So we massage through the hips. If it's too strong on the arms, feel free to bring the palms by the sides, maybe onto your feet. And working on that leg stretch. Slowly lifting through the chest, releasing the legs, shaking out the legs, and coming back to lay down flat on your backs for our Shavasana. You might like to bring those heels together, allow the knees to fall out to the sides. If you wish, you might even like to turn down the lights, creating some ambience in the room. I'm going to do this myself. Just laying down, if you have that pillow, place it on the lower spine. Completely relax down the body. Closing down the eyes. Allow the mind to relax, the body to relax. Breathing into the chest. Allow the palms to face up if you wish, or if you'd like to interlace the hands above your head. Breathing into the heart. You might like to keep the eyes closed or gently blink them open. So you draw the knees together. Bring your right leg over the left, tucking it behind the calf for as far as it will go. Arms come out to shoulder height. Allow the knees to fall over to the left side, creating a deep stretch through the back, through the legs as you draw your gaze through your right palm. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Unravel the legs. The left leg comes over the right, tucking it behind the calf if you can. Allow the knees to fall over to the right side, opening up through the back.
What's going on here? There's a dead body on the floor.
I'm recording.
Oops. How much did you record?
I'm like 40 minutes.
No, you gotta edit it. It's not even light in here.
Yeah, because we're at the end of class.
Okay. Sorry.
And slowly bring the knees back to center. Allow the heels to come back together. Breathing into the heart. Maybe releasing the arms. for as long as you wish. Taking this time to tune into your body. Allowing your mind to be at peace. Please feel free to stay here a little bit longer. Or if you'd like to slowly start to come out of your practice, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Deep breath in. Exhale out. As you slowly start to come back to your body, find movement in your fingers and your toes. Hug the knees in towards your chest, rocking side to side. And rolling over onto your side. Allowing the heart rate to slow down and the body to return to its natural state. Slowly pressing yourself up to sit down into an easy cross-legged position. Relax the hands on the knees, close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up high to the sky. On your exhale, draw your palms to your heart. Thank you all for practicing with me today, tonight, whenever you might be practicing. Namaste.